hot water bottle on, actually. It might go and just fill it up a minute. Where's the... Writing not so good, I don't know. No, that's on. Maybe I don't need... I don't know, lighting looks really funny. I need to go and put my hot water bottle on. Maybe it's just me. I'm just going to pop out a minute. Oh, I had to go and get a hot water bottle because I've had a sore back. So push the air out. It's been sitting with it on my back. It's done it some good. Oh, it's my couch. It's now. Let's see if I can get comfy and take my shoes off. Just got a cup of tea and a little bit of dried mango. Don't know who's in chat. Like I said, I thought I'd just come in. I'm putting some more. I thought I'd try a bit more jewellery today. And in the description is my link. Hopefully it's working, or you have to write out to my Depop shop because that's where all my bits go at the minute. Just going to check. Might have to talk about a few things as well, maybe. What we're checking. Oh, yeah. Show you what I've been up to. Show you what I've been reading this morning. For Mother's Day, just so I was spitting everywhere then with my dried mango. just going to put this on so I can see chat. Let's move me paper cutter out of the way. Oh, forgot. Like I said, I don't know if there's anyone around at this time, but that's not me. I'm going to try and get chat that way. Hi. How are you? I'm going to get chat so I can see. This way. Good. Yeah. Been raining today. It was nice yesterday, but got a few people who are saying hi. Oh, you've just subscribed. Yeah, but if you check my channel out, you might not like my channel. Some people come in thinking, she's doing a bit of art and crafts. But I'm a big supporter of dun dun dun. I always talk about him. I'm going to talk about him actually because this book's brilliant. I might read a few little pieces out of it, you know, for the people who think he's a bad man when he's not a bad man. So always check people's channels out first before you subscribe, just in case. We don't want anyone getting triggered. Because I always show stuff as well. But if you're all right with that anyway, because it doesn't really matter either, then that's all right. So I'm just... These went up. I think I showed these last week. These went up last week. You know, if you care about humanity and the world winning, not just one country, everywhere, then you're very welcome. Because that is what's happening, even though it doesn't look like that. These went up on my Depop last week. So I got the Evil Eye dangles up with the gold star, tone star and moon with, I think it was moonstone. It might have been opal actually in the middle. They had some opal. I think it's opal. Crystal chips. I don't know, the lighting's coming off because I thought it was a lot brighter in here, but it's not. Then again, it's not that sunny outside today. They've gone up. Just one pair of them at the minute because I'm doing some jewellery for a friend's shop. These one with the huggy hoops are the little silver tone mushrooms. And I realised I actually had made some other mushrooms on, but just on the hooks. So I might leave them for my friend's shop because they're similar, but they're just not on the huggy hoops. But they're really cute, and I need to make some, what they call, thingies to put them on, so I'll be doing them in a minute. So they went up, and those Evil Eye earrings went up as well. Said hi. Yeah, hang on a minute. It's hard to talk and see people in chat sometimes, but I have said hi to, is it Samara? I'm a bit dyslexic, so I have said hi. Hi to everybody in chat. Can't always say people's names, especially if they're not like English names, I don't know. But yeah, so they've gone up. My cardigan that I'm doing, I'm still doing. I'm hoping to finish the ribbon off tonight because I'm going to do that when I'm watching telly. So the cardigan, which is still connected to a yarn ball, is coming along nicely. My cotton cardigan. I'm doing the ribbon. Went round the corner, doing the ribbon. I've got the neckline to do, and then all down the other side, and then that will be the ribbon. And then I'm thinking of putting a bit of fur on that I did on the cuffs. If I don't like it, I can take it off. But he's getting there. It's nearly finished. But I'm doing that later when I'm chilling out tonight. Sorry, my hair's a bit fuzzy today. Tonight, I also got a little handy machine that helps you do this, because I can do this by hand, but it takes forever. And when I'm crocheting, thank you, JR, thank you. for anyone who's interested. I could do this by hand, but it'd take me ages. Now my cardigans and things, bags, take ages anyway. So this is just a bit of a thing that might help me to use for I don't know what. It does the cord, so you can crochet with the cord to make bags and thicker things. Or you can write names if you've seen it when you bend it with wire, or if I make cardigans I can stitch this on, do words and stuff. So I thought that'll be good because it won't take me 10,000 years like my cardigans do. So I'll show you. You can crochet with this. So it's like knitted. So it's like a little machine. I had a really crap one down here somewhere. You do it by hand. Absolutely naff. The little hook that you get, don't pick it up. The one that I got that I can't show you at the minute because it's stuck on the table, it was an electric one and it's brilliant. So what I mean is, if you crochet, you can use this as a chunky yarn. What I'll do with it yet, I'll see. So just for example, it does that. I was like, ooh, that'll just save me a bit of time doing a few little projects that I want to do, if they work with that. So I think that's good. What else? There's a bag there of this was like thrifted jewellery, that I think I'm going to break up and use again, or restrand, because that's all repurposed stuff. Some people like that as well. I want to restrand these because the elastic doesn't look very like it's going to last any longer, but I thought they were really funky. Bright yellow, but they're actually little dice. So I didn't know whether to keep them as a set, use them to make earrings or some funky jewellery. Because my jewellery is going to be fun, bright. Sometimes it will be more for the spiritual girlies, sometimes it'll be for more of the like colourful girlies, whatever. I don't know, just whatever I fancy making at the time. Talking about the spiritual ladies out there, or anyone who likes crystals, I've just put this together, but it's too short. I'm going to make it a 20-inch necklace. So I was testing it out. This was a 16-inch. It's too small where it lies. It lies a bit like where my Pandora one is here, but it needs to sit about there, which is I think about a 20-inch. But isn't it gorgeous? And do you know what it is? I've had these for ages and I've never used them. I thought, right, you've got to get these done. That's rose quartz. It's a little rose quartz bottle, and you can actually take the top off. If you could get anything in there, maybe squirt something in there, like perfume or something, a bit of essential oil. It has got a hole in it, but it's more like for show. But the lid actually comes off, so you could put a little scroll in there with a little something that you want to manifest. You'd have to be a really tiny piece of paper, but you could do. But I think I'm going to make one for myself, one to put on Depop. Mine, of course, will be rose quartz. Can you see? I've had them for over a year. I've just not done anything with them yet. And also, so I've got another one that's in gold. I've got one in silver, like this silver bit here. And then I might put that in here so I don't lose it. The other two that I've got are like a jade. I'll show you. One's out of the box. This one's a bit darker than the other one. Because not all crystals are the same. Can you see? Imagine. Beautiful. A little potion bottle. Can you imagine? How cute is that? There's another one in there. It's a little bit of a lighter green. They're really cute as well. I don't know if I'm adding something to it, like, I'm not sure yet, so I'm leaving this alone. I'm going to cut the chain at 20, and I've just put a tape measure on here so I can just lay it on. Don't know why I didn't think of that in the first place. I might put these little crystal pink beads on. I'm going to do something with it to make it a little bit different, but that's going up there. What did you say? Just subscribe. Thank you. Like I said, check my channel out before you subscribe. You might not like what I talk about. What I've been doing, going through my beads, putting them in container. Yeah, I still need to. I can never be organised in this room ever. Just laughing at the whites up there. Because just it's just not me. Yeah, these containers. Where are the big ones? I've got. Just thinking you said containers. Now I've got like. Oh yeah. So I had these containers, which they're all right. Well, they're good. There's nothing wrong with them. these ones, they were smaller ones, so brilliant. These, you can use these for like your own jewellery to put them in to separate them or whatever, art stuff, sequins, sewing kit, I don't know. So I have beads in there, and you've got about, was it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 12, 34, maybe 14 little cases inside of them, which is brilliant. But I wanted something more. And I remember, I think these were off TikTok. Not these ones, these ones. TikTok's good for some stuff. So this is bigger, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 30 boxes inside. So you just have to write, I don't know what you call them, storage containers for beads or something, 30 capacity. And then every individual box. So I got like, did I get 4 of these? Yeah, I've got 4 of these. I've not even filled all of them up, but they're brilliant because I put my beads in. Anything that I'm taking apart, like from thrifted jewellery, using like the pearls and things or whatever it is that I've took apart to reuse again to make new jewellery, because that's all recyclable. We like that as well. I put in here. So I've got like, I think this was like some engine jewellery, but I might use it for something. That came in like a box full of jewellery. I had like Indian sort of jewellery with it. These green beads. I've got loads. I've got some pink ones with a little Hello Kitty studs that I took the backs off, so I might make them into something. Children. I got loads of like stringy little faux pearls. I think they're faux pearls. I've got real pearls myself anyway. I've got water pearls. I found some at Harbour Freight. They're brilliant, aren't they? So I've got all my whatever in there. The stuff that I want to keep. And look at this little charm that I got in one of the jewelleries as well. Real cute. When I feel like doing something, because I make things up intuitively, and then I'll have a look and I'll be like, this little golden boot, cowgirl boot. Loads of people into like line dancing and stuff, but probably end up maybe a necklace. Don't know yet. So I've got that. So I've got 3 boxes, and what I plan to do is get more to fill the back shelves with a little bit. When I sort this room out again, my fella's always like, for God's sake, Janine. I'm like, I know, but like I said the other week, I didn't know what to do with my, like what I want to do with my creativity. It's like, do I do it all? I like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, just have your balls all up in the air with different things. So mine is going to be accessory based. So I can do my jewellery. I can have crochet on the go as well, and bits and bobs. The things that take longer will just take longer, and the things that are a little bit quicker will take quicker. So I'm doing it all together. I was just going to, a while back, I was just like, I'm just doing jewellery, but now I'm like, I can't, because it's not me. I need to do everything. So, yeah. And if anyone asks, this isn't my jewellery, this is a Pandora one. These are mine. These style earrings, which comes to a set I'm just putting together. Evil eye again, like a bit of evil eye, you never know who's watching. Glass little beads. We've got a chain. I'm going to dangle something off that, but I don't know what yet. We've got stars, and these are moonstone again on the back piece. I don't know if you can see. So chain's just gone over, and it's going to start raining, so you might not be able to hear me properly, but oh well. So they look like this sort of thing. 3 dangles from the side. So I'm just working on, I was working on them. The necklace. These are the ones I showed you last week. The chain style with the moon and the stars. I think, yeah, these are not up on Depop, I don't think. These are going to a friend shop, but I'm going to make another set of these to put on the Depop shop. So just if you're interested, go over and check there, and then keep checking for when I put these up. Hopefully I'll put these up sometime this week. I might do it tonight, but I might be chilling out after watching a film because it's Mother's Day. Yeah, so I was going to make... Now, you can buy your own... like I said, these are up on Depop. These 3 are up on Depop. Yeah, we got some bad coming. Yeah, well, you know what they're like with the weather manipulation machines, especially at the minute with everything going on. I need to show you something funny in a minute. So before I show you what I do with my cards, how I make these, because you can buy them, but I always think, yeah, I make my own. So, right, are you ready? I just had a quick look on X before, because I use what's it called, Grok, to help me make these stickers. I'll just give him a idea, and then it does a little logo, and then I can print them out on a brilliant sticker printing machine. That's great. That I got a few weeks back. Dead easy to use. Anyway, oh, and I'm making some rings as well. I'm getting back into my copper again. So, yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. There's a young lad on TikTok, and he's doing a song to the tune Ice Ice Baby, because obviously he's watching a load of people getting arrested by Ice the Lefty Loons, and they are lefty loons because, was it 37 kids got rescued the other week, was it? From trafficking. These idiot lefties trying to stop Ice from that happening because they're getting told the wrong information. A lot of them are paid anyway, like Antifa people and all that. Absolutely bloody ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going to find the video because I was laughing. It was so funny. It was so creative on the right side. It's not wrong or right, it's just the right side of history of what's going on. So there's 3 things that I want to show you. So did I save it? I've got Rupert Lowe going on about, obviously, Restore Britain, which sounds brilliant. And they've got more members in the Conservative Party now. So anyone who's in the UK.
Which have been nurtured by my... what a fantastic day it is. And I've just been...
Sorry, my phone's ridiculous.
Greenhouse where I've been planting my nascent seeds for the coming season. Hopefully plenty of fresh garden vegetables, which have been nurtured by myself, having been propagated in the greenhouse, which I've been busy doing this morning. But the news is momentous. We have gone through 113,000 members, which, according to the records we have, means that we now eclipse
next MP
membership. So I think everybody can feel very proud about the fact that this common...
I do. I think that's good. See the room clear. Anyway, the next one was... What was the one that I saved? Oh yeah, this was it. 37 children, 7 arrests made in Operation Safe Return in California. This is what they're doing. They're cleaning up the areas where all these, what are pedophiles and people like that, and the stupid lefty loons are trying to stop ICE. Those who say anti-ICE, you're all mental. You're all mental, and you're getting seen for what you are. So I don't need to tell anybody that because it's everywhere. Then this is the song this young lad, American guy, put up. Oh God, I was laughing. Don't even know if you'll be able to see the video. I'm sorry about my ridiculous phone. I might have Oh, did I keep it? I don't even know if I've kept it now. Did I? Yeah, it's this. So it's a load of lefty loons getting well done by ICE, right? So let me put it back to the beginning.
Tested. It's getting deadly. Them Asians ain't really friendly. Move. Well, ICE coming through, or they arresting you too. Smash windows and glass, privilege ain't saving your ass. Smash windows and glass, privilege ain't saving your ass. R.I.P. to a mama of 3, cause she tried to run over some ICE. R.I.P. to a mama of 3, now it's 1.5 in the GoFundMe. Lady, what the hell was you drinking? It's something in the water in Minnesota. Lady, what the hell was you thinking? That it froze on the water in Minnesota.
You're now under arrest. Please sit down and wait for instruction.
Protester, keep getting stupid. They out here begging for bullets. They keep getting slower. They trying to get run over. Flash, bang in your hand. Now you Australian break dance. Flash, bang in your hand. Now you Australian break dance. R.I.P. 2 magazines should have put his hands up for the ICE. R.I.P. 2 magazines. That was 1.5 in the GoFundMe. Big dog, what the hell was you drinking?
Oh God, that was hilarious, because these people are high-fi, like, these people don't understand. They're getting seen for what they are. They're trying to stop operations of children getting saved, which, again, if you're not seeing that, there's something seriously wrong with you, or you're watching mainstream media propaganda, lies, you're stupid. And then we had people go, oh, he was only joking. It's like, was it? Well, hang on, there's an alarm going off. I don't know. Got a phone alarm going off, an alarm going off in the background. I'm like, where's my fella? I think he's just nipped out for some milk. So The Rock was joking apparently, but we all know they say things and we all know they do things, and it ain't a joke. But if you're awake, you know. Right, you've probably seen this, but this is Isaac's family.
I eat children. How old are you? 12. Oh, okay, only to 10. Yes. Children and pineapple.
Yeah, that ain't no joke. So The Rock there was saying he only eats children up to the age of 10 with pineapple. Only joking. You ain't joking, mate. Well, you ain't joking. So, yeah. Well, there you go with all the celebrities you want to bow down to. Now, this morning, being Mother's Day, I thought I'll have a brew. I'll do a bit of my cardigan. I'll read a bit of Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the art of the deal, because that's what he's doing all over the world. That's why he got asked to be brought in by the military to be the president, to make deals and not wars. It's not a war out there. You might think it is, but it isn't. Anyway, less on that, because stupid people will be stupid people. But I thought I better start reading this book because I've had it for a few years. It's a business book, and it's great. And I was reading a bit this morning, and I'm going to read you a little bit, you know, for all the haters out there and for all the people that do like him. So I just sort of like, with my pink pen, just dotted a bit where it said dealing. So he did like in a couple of weeks of like different, what he was doing at different times and in his very busy schedule. So people get jealous of him because he's a billionaire, yeah, because he worked for it. Don't listen to the lies out there. So it says, don't do it for the money. I've heard him say this before anyway, because I research and look back at things, and he's always been the same person. Don't do it for the money. I've got enough, much more than I ever need. I do it to do it. I mean, why would you want to sit around on your ass all day? Do you know what I mean? Deals are my art form. Deals are his art form. My art form is art stuff, things that I make. His is what he does because he's good at it. Deals are my art. Other people paint beautifully on canvas or write wonderful poetry. I like making deals, preferably big ones. That's how I get my kicks. Everybody's different. Most people are surprised by the way I work. I play it very loose. I love this bit, despite what people might think about him, but they don't know him. A bit like my troll out there who thinks she knows me. She doesn't know me and she's never met me in real life and never will do either. I don't carry a briefcase. I don't carry a briefcase. I try not to schedule too many meetings. I have my door open. You can't be imaginative or an entrepreneur if you've got too much structure. Exactly. That's why it's always messing it. I prefer to come to work each day and just see what develops. Manifesting. You know that manifestation? How you use your manifestation. There is no typical week in my life. I wake up most mornings early around 6 o'clock and spend the first hour or so of each day reading the morning newspapers. I bet he's laughing at it, but we know what he thinks about the news. I usually arrive at my office by 9 and I get on the phone. There's rarely a day with fewer than 50 calls, and often it turns out to be 100. In between, I have at least a dozen meetings. The majority occur on the spur of the moment, and a few of them last longer than 15 minutes. I rarely stop for lunch. I leave the office by 6:30, but I frequently make calls from home until midnight and all weekend long. That's why he's got where he's got. Because if you have your own business, you're not doing a 9 till 5, it's 24/7. It never stops, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is a bit that I underlined, because this is what I was talking to my youngest son the other day about, being in the present. I try to learn from my past, because that's what we all do, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is, and if there can't be fun, what's the point? Then I was just reading about different days, different parts of the days, and then I underlined another bit. We were sat in a meeting. I loved this one. There's loads like this. Donald Trump isn't one who goes around telling everybody about all the good things he's done. He's just quietly manoeuvring. I called Don. Is this the one? Yeah. I'm going to get these names wrong, but I don't care. So I called Don Imus or somebody like that. So I'm just going to say Don. I'm going to say his second name. And obviously this was years back. To thank him, Don has one of the most successful radio shows in the United States on WNBC. Remember, this was years ago. He's been helping to raise money for the Annabelle Hill Fund. I thought, ooh, what's that? I'm amazed at how this has snowballed into such a major event. It began last week when I saw the national news report by Tom Browick or somebody about this adorable little lady from Georgia, Mrs. Hill, who was trying to save her farm from being foreclosed. Farm. Her 67-year-old husband had committed suicide a few weeks earlier, hoping his life insurance would save the farm, which had been in the family for generations. God, they're evil, these people. But the insurance proceeds weren't nearly enough. It was a very sad situation, and I was moved. Here were people who'd worked very hard, because he likes hard, honest people, working people, hard and honestly all their lives, only to see it all crumble before them. To me, it just seemed wrong. Through NBC, I was put in touch with a wonderful guy from Georgia named Frank Argenbright or something like that, who'd become very involved in trying to help Mrs. Hill. Frank directed to me to the bank that held Mrs. Hill's mortgage. The next morning I called, I love what happens in a minute, I called and got the vice president on the line, because remember this was years ago. I explained that I was a businessman from New York and I was interested in helping Mrs. Hill. He told me he was sorry, but that it was too late. They were going to auction off the farm, he said, and nothing or no one, see how they are, nothing and no one is going to stop it. Yeah, right, you're talking to Donald Trump. That really got me going. I said to the guy, you ready for this? He said to me, you listen to me. If you do foreclose, I'll personally bring a lawsuit against you and your bank on the grounds that you harassed Mrs. Hill's husband to his death. All of a sudden, the bank offer sounded very nervous and said he'd get back straight away. Sometimes it pays to be a little wild. An hour later, I got a call back from the banker and he said, don't worry, we're going to make it work out. Mr. Trump, Mrs. Hill and Frank Argenbright, or whatever his name was, told the media, and the next thing I knew, it was the lead story on the network news. By the end of the week, we'd raised $40,000 alone rate, and then the guy who started it all as well had raised $20,000 1,000 on his own. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, by appealing to his listeners as Christmas present to Mrs. Hill and her family, we've scheduled a mortgage burning ceremony for Christmas Eve in the, is it the, I can't read that, something of Trump Tower. By then, I'm confident we'll have raised all the money I've promised Mrs. Hill, that if we haven't, I'll make up any difference. He's such an evil man, isn't he? I tell, what's his name? Is it Frank? He's the greatest, and I invite him to be my guest one day next week at the tennis matches at the US Open. I have a courtside box and I use it to go myself almost every day. Now I'm so busy, I mostly just send my friends. But you see, helping people out, hardworking people. What a man. People don't want to see. No, they don't. They don't look back. He's done loads for people, and people just listen to the media and repeat what the media say. Then there was another one here. It was just about his kids. My 9-year-old son, Donny, shows you how old this book is, calls to ask me when I'm home. I always take calls from my kids no matter what I'm doing. Yeah, he's amazing. I have 2 others, Ivanka, 6, and Eric, 3. And as they get older, being a father gets easier. I adore them all, but I've never been great at playing with toy trucks and dolls. Now, though, Donny is beginning to get interested in building and real estate and sports, and that's good. I tell Donny I'll be home as soon as I can, but he insists on a time. Perhaps he's got my genes. The kid won't take no for an answer. And then there might have been another little bit, like I said, just where I read up to. You don't have to be doing great things and telling the world about every good deed that you do. You know what I mean? But people, again, don't research. It just said that I go with Ivanka to look at the private school for my daughter. If you had told me 5 years ago I'd be spending mornings looking at kindergarten classrooms, I would have laughed. And also, there was a bit in there about the ice skating rink that he did. I think I was talking about that the other day. I've skated on that in 2019. And then, what's this bit here? Oh, yeah, it was just a bit where he was going on about, he was in another meeting or something, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, you'll never, where is it? Sounds like Trump. Yeah, where's that bit where? Let me see. Oh, yeah, I'll just read this section out. So this is the elements of a deal. My style of deal making is quite simple and straightforward. I'm very high. I aim very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until I get what I'm after. Sometimes I settle for less than I sought, but in most cases, this is why they asked him to come in. In most cases, I still end up with what I want. More than anything else, I think deal making is an ability you're born with. It's in the genes. I don't say egotistically. It's not about being brilliant. It does take a certain intelligence, but mostly it's about instincts. You can take the smartest kid in Wharton, the one who gets straight A's and has an IQ of 170, and if he doesn't have the instincts, he'll never be a successful entrepreneur. Moreover, most people, because I love this bit that it says in a minute, who do have the instincts will never recognise that they do because they don't have the courage or the good fortune to discover their potential. Somewhere out there are a few men with more innate talent as a at golf than Jack Nicklaus, is it, or somebody, I don't know, or women with greater ability at tennis than Chris Evert or Martina Navratilova, I can't say her name, but they will never lift a club or swing a racket and therefore will never find out how great they could have been. Instead, they will be content, this is what I like, to sit and watch stars perform on TV, bowing down to all them things. I just thought that was quite funny about the TV, because he also said about the media that he's not, people might think he likes the media, but we know he's not really that bothered about the media. And then there's another bit where he says, It's been said that I believe in the power of positive thinking. In fact, I believe in the power of negative thinking. I happen to be very conservative in business. I always go into the deal anticipating the worst, but if you plan for the worst, if you can live with the worst, the good will always take care of itself, which is very true. And then what was the bit he said about? Oh, he said got Sly Stallone in it, and then Trump's Castle. That just made me laugh. I also protect myself by being flexible. I never go too attached to one deal or one approach. For starters, I keep a lot of balls in the air, which I think is good. He said something about the media. And then he says, know your market. And he was going on about some people have a sense of the market and some people don't. Steven Spielberg has it. Lee, somebody has it. I don't even know what these names are anyway. And Sylvester Stallone at the other end of the spectrum. Like Sylvester, he's a Trump supporter. Some people criticise Stallone, but you've got to give him credit. I mean, there's a man who is just 41. Remember, this was a while back. 41 years old, and he's already created two of the all-time great characters, Rocky and Rambo. To me, he's a diamond in the rough type of genius purely by instinct. He knows what the public wants, and he delivers it. Just see if there's another little bit in there. But yes, I'm still reading it. But he said something about the media. We all know what he thinks about the media anyway. I don't think I underlined it. But yeah, so just saying, because that's what I was just reading this morning. Because he knows the media lie, obviously, and they're not very good reporters, especially of today. Probably might find it another time anyway. So, got my little pink pen there to mark that off. So, yeah, so going back to what I was crafting. See what I mean? People come in thinking, oh, she's crafted, she's not crafted. I've got to make my earring cards. Show you. You can buy them, but I've just got some silver card. I did have some like holographic stuff, but I've got this, and I've got this corner punch with 10mm R4. I don't know what R4 is, and rounded, sorry, and 7. Hey, hi Memorial guys. I hope you are too. So I've cut this down with a little guillotine thing that I've got, and then I think I use 10 because I like the quite big rounded. Put it in. I don't like square corners. It's quite masculine squares. I like the artwork by, I can never say his name, Thingy Clint. Anyway, circles are women, straight lines are men. It's like Art Nouveau and Art Deco. Deco is more masculine, Art Nouveau is more feminine. So I like rounded corners. So we do that, and I've got this little earring punch. I forget how I line this up now, but I line this up and get it straight. Probably won't be able to line it up properly on camera, but let's have a go. That probably come out a bit wonky. It has, but it doesn't really matter. Just jewellery today. I don't know if you're in at the beginning. So where are they? We're doing another set of these dingly dangly 3-layered earrings with the little stars and the crystals on. But that was just what I was doing. Don't know what I'm putting on that one yet. I might add to this, I might not, but it is going to be a 20-inch chain, not this is a 16 quartz, rose quartz crystal. It's a little bottle, the lid comes off as well. Very fairy-fied, very witchy, very just gorgeous, goddess-like. Look at that glowing away to itself. But so if it's 20-inch, it'll sit about, show you. Oh, I've got to show you this mirror I got from TikTok the other day. I love it. It'll sit about, I think it'd be about there. It's nice to wear things layered as well. It was up there, it just sat a bit wrong, so it will be about there. And I've got green ones as well. They're crystal. Let me show you. Can you see this mirror up here? Oh, I'm gonna have to take you off here and show you. So let me. That mirror. How gorgeous is that? I just needed a little mirror, innit? Because I was trying that necklace on my phone. I was like, oh my God, I need a mirror. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that I got that mirror. It was in the box. I was going to put it in the hallway, but it's only a small one, so it can sit there. It's looking quite well there. Yeah, so I've been doing that. I'm not doing more of my, whatchamacallit. I'll show you, I put these on my crochet cardigans after when I'm watching TV. Oh yeah, so after that, I don't do that. I don't put them on. My sticker maker, which is brilliant. This was off TikTok as well, but you can get them on Amazon or wherever. That can do shipping labels and your stickers. So I take one of these off. I got purposely pink stickers as well. Stick that on there, and you got your own little cards. So put these in here, these little plastic things that keep your earrings on. Backs. You get my chat back on because then I can see what's going on. Sure, actually, I need to check because my dad sent me something. Might be something interesting. I bet this week's going to be hilarious as well. So you've got two little holes as well wherever you want to put your earrings. Yeah, thank you. So gorgeous little mirror. I've seen it before and I nearly got it a while back and I thought, do you know what? It just fits me that. So they just go on your little card so you can make them yourself. Like I said, these are punches. This is an earring punch. I don't know if that's the right thing. Earring card punch. I've had this for a few years. And this one is a round corner punch with 3 different sizes. Like that's the 10. The smaller they go, the corners are not as big, rounded as. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but yeah. So I'm just coming on here, like I said, while I'm doing this. Like I said, 3 lots of the earrings went up on Depop anyway. You can message on Depop as well. The mushrooms are cute. Yeah, they are cute. So like I said, those ones went up on. I know it weren't them. Those went up on Depop, the huggy ones. These are the huggy hoops. And these are the other set that I found that I didn't even realise I did. So they might go to my friend's shop. But they're up on Depop. They're up on Depop. And they're up on Depop as well. And then I'm just going to sit around these off. But yeah, what have anyone seen anything today? You having a good Mother's Day out there, people? I'm just having a nice Sunday. Oh, I've done it. Yeah, I don't want to say. A nice Sunday. Back to work tomorrow. Like I said, I've had a bit of a sore back, so because my settee is just knackered. It has a plastic thing on the back of here actually, so it catches all the stuff, and I've just realised it's not on there. It's fell off somewhere. It's on the table somewhere, but don't ask me where it is on there. So yeah, you just punch in the corners. Like I said, I don't like sharp corners. Where's that gone? On the 10. The 10. We watched a good film last night. We watched I Swear on Netflix, which was about it was a true story about a guy who had Tourette's in the UK when nobody really knew about it, so it was what he went through and that. It was really good. It was funny as well. I told Mum to watch it because she's at a friend's. I said, oh, watch it. And she's like, what? I said, no, he's not swearing all the way through it, but I said, it's the story and how he felt and he got bullied and all that. So it's just a really, really good. And he did, and he went to see the Queen when he was older, and he swore at her, said something to her. I was like, well, probably worth thinking that, saying that. You just said what we were all thinking. But yeah, it's really good. I Swear it was called. So check that out if you've got Netflix. It's been a beautiful day. I've not watched anything. No, I've not yet. I've not looked at nothing. Like I said, I dip in and dip out, but I've just been faffing about in here. See, I think that was this. Was that the 7 or the 4? That's a tiny little corner. I like the 10, so it does a bit of a bigger rounded corner. Yeah, I've not looked at anything now. We've been watching. Gonna have some popcorn later and watch something. If there's anything we can find. But I'm always doing something while I'm watching telly. So whenever something was on and I was like, yesterday, I was like, oh, I remember this. And my fella's like, Janine, you've seen it about 3 times. I went, well, it's because I'm never really watching properly. Unless it's mega, mega interesting. Only because I'm always crafting, crocheting or doing something. So I've got, well, I'll stick that on there. But I've got to do the punchy. And it's quite a bit hard to get this in the middle. Ooh. Another one. So yeah, what did you get anything? I got my cards off my kids, and my youngest made me a cup of tea. He's like, I don't know how to make a cup of tea. Well, I'll show you how to make a cup of tea. And my fella got me a card as well with a bunch of pink carver. The bottle had tulips on it. It was really nice. You want to keep the bottle, because I don't really drink, but I will. I think we're going to go out next Friday. I will have a drink of it because it looks really nice. When the bottle looks nice and you don't want to open it. But yeah, because you just said before, do you want to go out to this vintage place and go and have a coffee? And I went, nah, I'm not bothered. I said, we'll go out, because he started chucking it down before, like really heavily. So I said, no, I'm all right. As long as they make tea tonight, I'm not bothered. I don't have to do it. So yeah, every once in a while I watch to see what's going on. Yeah, you have to, don't you? I haven't seen much more on the Iran, and I don't like saying war because I know it's not really, it just seems like it is. I did see a guy the other day, he was Iranian, obviously saying people need to stop talking about, these lefties who are going, well, they just don't know what they're talking about, do they? As if to say they think women were free over there in the first place when they weren't. But yeah, I'm just not really looking at all of that, just waiting. Easter might be quite telling, because all that'll be done soon. They keep trying to elect a supreme leader in all the time and not doing very well, are they? But like I was going to say, did I come on yesterday? I can't remember. We all know they've got technology. They just take them out soon as. And it's like, I think Mark Atwood again did another video with, saying about Nikola Tesla, but we all know Donald G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, was connected to Nikola Tesla, not just once, he worked alongside him. And we know about the notes going missing and stuff like that. And like I said, Donald Trump talks about free energy. He's not just talking about oil and stuff like that. There was actually a thing in the book that I don't think he underlined about when he went in for oil. Someone asked him to come in and he said, I've got a funny feeling about this. Not going to do it. And it all went kaput. So that was quite interesting. But yeah. We know Donald Trump's in with the Nikola Tesla. People are talking now more. No, I said it the other day, didn't I, when I was on the Time Machines, one of the major places was reporting on it. Is he a time traveller? And everyone talks about, where is it? That's what Mark Atwood talking about. He was talking about this book that I got for my birthday, I think 2 years ago, from my dad. Written in the 1900s about time travelling and the Trump family and Baron Trump and blah, 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 blah. So, funny. Can't write this shit, can you, honestly? So funny. But yeah, I'm hoping everybody's had a nice Mother's Day today. Mothers here and past. Nice to remember. Yeah, the sun's coming out a little bit now. It was lovely yesterday. It was really sunny. I just sat in the garden for ages doing a bit of crochet. But I was trying to tidy up in here as well, but that never really happens. So have I done these? Got one more. Yes, this sticker printer, I'll have to show it one time. It's really good if anyone's interested in, like, if you're trying to set up a little business or you need stickers for something. It's great. Shipping labels. Yeah, so I've made all them myself, so I can stick on the next set of those. Oh, these I forgot to put up as well. I thought I put them up, but I didn't. So I'll have to list these. I call these the meditating elephants. I like meditating in air because when you wear them, they like dangling. They probably look like little well, they are meditating elephants. Let's see if I can show you. See the little meditating elephants? They're just dangles, elevating. See? Dingle dangles. The chain is made from repurposed chain. And then I've got the little elephants. I thought they were really cute. I've got a list them, so they're not up yet, but they'll be going over on Depop as well. So if anyone's interested in anything you ever see now, after people that come in that have never seen my stuff before, don't have to like what I'm talking about, but if you like my stuff, you can go over to Depop. It's in the description. It may come up as a link. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. You might just have to write it out and it'll take you there anyway. The little elephants. It's Mother's Day in the UK. Yeah, it's Mother's Day in the UK. Sorry, Faye. Are you American? Yeah. Yeah, it's Mother's Day today. Sorry, that's why I'm shouting at Mother's Day, because I think everybody has different days. I know I've got friends at work that are Polish and their Mother's Day is not today. Sorry, I've got me pistachios. That's it, Australia. Yeah, Australia. Australia in the house. And I'm still thinking of putting this furry trim on me cardigan. But yeah. Put that book down there. I've got to read that one after I've read my Trump business book. What else? Oh yeah, I was messing around with some rings. I've got a copper forming machine, but I just don't really feel like getting out. I might get it out in the summer. I've had a go at it, but I was making some copper bracelets. I've not worn one for ages, but it does my hands really, really well. Copper is so good for you, especially with crystals. But yeah, what else? Oh yeah, another thing. I'm gonna have to put these out because they're right. These are on Depop, so I'm gonna have to hang them up there so I know they're on Depop. I'm adding something else to this, but I don't know what yet. But this needs to get listed. It's quite heavy and it's repurposed out, and I've made it into a key ring, if you can see. So I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it with I might put some beads on it. It's a little green leaf. I got some beads from thrifted beads that I just took apart, green ones, and I might add them onto it just to make it a bit more something. And I'm going to put that over on Depop as well, like a bag charm. You can use the little clipper or whatever. I have all my American family coming over in June. Have you? Oh, that's good. That'll be nice. I've only been to New York in America. I'd love to go to America again, but more country. Obviously, probably when all this is done with. I went to New York and I went up the Trump escalator and came down the Trump escalator. I went on Trump skating ring in Grand Central Park. Oh, you're having a Trump party. I'll definitely be allowed in. Oh yeah. And I've got to lift some of these because I haven't. Gold tone beads with a little bit of purple in. Amethyst. Rainbow, moonstone, silver beads, silver tone beads, and rainbow moonstone. I love rainbow moonstone. They're very fine, these. Very fine. Show you. Okay. These are like more of a 16-inch or something. I never feel dressed if I haven't got jewellery on. Some sort of jewellery anyway. So some of these will be going up. There's some... What's this one? This was silver tone with purple little beads as well, but with little... These are freshwater pearls, so they're real pearls. So I don't know, the lighting's coming across in here. To me, it doesn't look very bright. Mental. And then this one, this is so cute. Silver tone with multiple little gemstone chips, if you can see. For any of the crystal lover girlies out there, or spiritual girlies. So I need to put these up because I've got 4 there. I've been hanging on to them for a bit. I like the out, yeah. Yeah, so they're really sweet. They're all handmade, all hand beaded. See? I think that's it. I thought I better come and make some nails up because this week I've got to spend some time on making some jewellery for my friend's shop, salon. So yeah, we will see. I've got loads of crystals now. I've got, I'll show you. I have a lot in the room as well. They probably need cleaning because I've not dusted up here fridge. Can you see? There's a load of crystals that go right down the wall. And selenite. Selenite everywhere. I've got selenite on my windows, keeping the bad vibes away. You know, the troglodytes, the demons out there. Because yes, demons are real. That energy that gets in people. Oh yeah, you put selenite on your windowsill and over your doors. Oh why? That's why my troglodyte troll gets all triggered, thinking I'm a witch, and it's like, look, love. People say they're into crystals. She was into crystals. Like, no, it's just energy. Energy work. That's what everything is. You know? Triggered. They're triggered. 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 You've got people out there who say they're spiritual, say they're into energy and all that. They call other people dark witches. Yeah, there is dark witches, but you know what I mean? Do you even know what the word witch means? Some stupid people out there. There's good people and there's bad people. There's good witches, there's bad witches, whatever. It's on all sides of everything. There's good masons, there's bad masons. Do you know what I mean? Oh, but if it's Dolly, she has to be evil. Oh, yeah. God, I talk about evil things all the time, don't I? I'm always creating evil things. I mean, fucking hell. Oh, my God. Mental. Lefty lunatics. Alchemist, exactly. You can either transmute the negativity that sent you into something good because it just pushes you along to do better and be better. Or you get the people that don't do it and they just sit there in the mud, as I like to say, moaning and groaning, blaming people for their own choices in life. Like Trump said before in the book, you learn from the past for the future, but you're always in the present, you know. It's like people who say, oh, I don't send energy back to people. Well, I do. Not with hate, just like, you know, back to sender of like, it's their energy, they can have it back. You know what I mean? It's not all that love and light all the time, because that's ridiculous. Oh. you win?
Me?
What's up with your eye?
Oh, it's all good.
Oh, you just look weird on the pen.
Oh, I am a bit
You
conscious
look like
about me looking at it. Just, you know, I thought down here. Oh, sorry.
Alright. No, you just look like
Start
asleep.
looking like that lad off.
Are you swearing again?
I said start looking at that lad off AI.
Who?
Artificial intelligence.
What a lad.
A little boy with his face all over down.
No. Millie!
What are you doing?
Do you want to come and see everybody? Do you want to come and see? Do you want to come here? Should you come here? Should you let me? I've got a sore back. Do you want to? Oh. Yeah. Are you sitting there? Oh, I'm sitting up there. Look at that. I'm coming and seeing everybody. Yeah, my fella just forgets I'm on live. So, Merlin. Merlin. Oh, it's gorgeous. Is that a good one? Yes. Mm-hmm. Is that a Mother's Day kissy wissy woo? Is that a oh. I've got dog hair on me. Oh. Oh, it's gorgeous. I know it's gorgeous. I know it is. I know it is. Yeah, he's beautiful. Aren't you? You're a gorgeous boy. You're a gorgeous boy. I know. I know. I'll let you down now. Right, I'll let you down. Whoa. And say bye to everybody. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Ooh, you big knacker-noodle. You sitting on there. Oh, there, you sit there. I forget a kissing me shedding at the minute like anything, so I end up with dog hairs all over my mouth. He follows his dad everywhere he goes, only because Dad works from home, so he's with him all the time. He's sat there staring at him, and I'm like, why am I in here? You a good boy. Yeah. He's got the dog voice. I do the dog voice. My fella tries to do the dog voice. I might know I'm the dog voice. You'll know what I mean if you've got an animal. You always do the animal voice. Don't we, Merlin? Oh, yeah. I know he's gorgeous. He's got number 1 on his chest because he is the number 1. Yeah. He keeps demons away. He's my little familiar. Oh, yeah, he's cute. He's cute, aren't you? Gets a bit psychotic sometimes, but yeah, I forgot what we're talking about now. So, I was saying, yeah. Don't know whether to. Not done these. Oh, just have to let the dog out again now. Go in. He's like, Dad, let's go with you outside. Not done these cards for ages. I like to see his tower. I know I almost said, yeah, I'm coming on Crafty, and they end up just yakking, but that's just me. Let's see. See what the energy is going to be like this week coming. What the energy going to be like this week? Should have got me 1,000 mods down, shouldn't I? Should be 1,000. Energy for this week. Oh, the moon, intuitive, reflection, mirror. What's being mirrored? Well, I'd say a lot of things are being reflected back. Another one. And a lot of people having to look at who they really are. Seeing a lot of that going on. They'll have to be looking at who they are from all this stuff. You know the video I just showed before of the guy singing that like Ice Baby song to Ice. How when the children have got rescued, and all these lefty lunatics are really going to have to be looking at themselves because they've not been. You You know what I mean? Putting themselves out all over social media and they're getting caught as well, showing who they truly are. Let's get another 2. I know we got bad energy coming. Weather, yeah, I'm not surprised. You've got like trusting your intuition, hidden truths. There's a lot of hidden truths coming out. Whether people like it or not, they're going to have to face it. And that's feminine energy as well. But let me get some more cards anyway. This week's energy. Oh, choices. Hang on, just let me get these out. Get a few cards out so we can tell a little story. This week's energy. Lots being revealed, yeah, a lot more coming. Oh, right. Just fell on the floor. We've got like trusting your intuition, maybe some choices that you've got to make. Just trust that the choice that you're making is the right choice, and whatever that is. Page of Cups, a little piggy flying in the air. Emotions, cups to do with emotions. We've got the High Priestess, and we've got like, I could say, packing up your troubles and just leaving all the stuff behind that you don't need anymore. We're all here about letting go all the time. And trusting in yourself as well. Heart energy, trusting what you put out is coming in, because feelings is that thing again of when we talk about manifestation, people might say, yeah, pigs might fly. Really believing it, seeing it, believing it, feeling it, not having any, oh, it's not going to come in, because that's when you stop it. So it's all about using your intuition to make the best choices of the things that you want to bring in, feeling it from the heart center. Bringing that High Priestess, high energy. Again, seeing it in your mind's eye, bringing it in, and letting go of all the shit that you don't need. Learning from the past, things that you don't need, that could be friends, family, whatever it is, just letting go of it all now for a new future. That's exciting. You don't know what's going to come in. Like I read in the beginning of this business book with Donald Trump. He doesn't structure too much. He lets things come in as they come in. And that's how he's always worked. He's talked about manifestation before. If you look back on old interviews, like I said, people who do the research. So if there's any choices that you think might be coming up soon, within the next week or so, he talks about trusting your gut as well, Trump. Trust your intuition. See it, believe it, feel it, put it out, and just let go of all the shit and all the people or whatever it is that you don't need, that don't help you, that don't push you on, that don't give you joy or that feeling anymore. Just let it all go. Let it go. That's what I'd say anyway. Because you can't move forward with a load of baggage on your back, can you, really, at the end of the day? I see too many people in here still in... Sorry, just went off there. Still holding on to baggage, not learning from the past, still living in the past, and still wondering why things aren't moving forward or people are not interested, because it's like, what are you dwelling there for? Doesn't do you any good. Where's me lid gone? Onwards and upwards, exactly. If you've got people that don't, if you've got friends and that don't support you or don't, I don't know, they might just not be the same anymore, especially what's happened in the last couple of years. You just don't need them. You can find new friends, jobs, tribe, people. That's why the internet's so good, because on whatever platform you go on, if you're watching people are on it, because you can connect like we do and find people that are on the same wavelength, because it's really hard to communicate with people that are not on the same wavelength. And we all know about, you'll constantly see people talk about letting go all the time, because it's not a one thing that you do and then you never do it again. It's like shadow work. You're doing it all the time, continuously. Sometimes it's hard to let go because it might be friends and people you've known for years, and it's just hard. But sometimes you'll notice it's not the same conversations, not the same, it's not the same, and you just sort of, there's not even a spoken word, you're just sort of not really around anymore, because you're like in a different realm, in a different state of consciousness, they're on their timeline and you're on yours. Absolutely, I can't tolerate it. No, neither can I. I can't tolerate people who can't see. It does me head in that the world is going to a better place, even though people think it's not, because it's always been like that. And I said it is, though. It's prophesied. But then they'll use words like the apocalypse and all that. And it's like the apocalypse isn't a bad word. It's the thinning of the veil, truth being seen. So, well, then people who say we're going to gender fair, we were, but we're not now. And if that's what gets me about people who talk about the collective consciousness, within the collective consciousness, but they're the ones that also talk doom and gloom, like, well, you've got to speak what we do want into the world, but you've got to see the bad first. That's the only hard thing in it, is we've been going through all the bad stuff over the past so many years, but we all know it's going to a great place. We all know a lot of it's done anyway, like we keep saying, most of it's just playing out. It's the movie. But because we live in it amongst everybody and amongst those who are not that aware yet, or semi-aware, but it's still hard. But remember, you're here anchoring your spiritual vessel. I was going to say vessel. We are the vessel. Here on earth. Not we're going up there off with the whatever. It's bridging it, bringing it down and grounding it. You still have to get up in the morning and do the boring schnizzle that we all have to do. Some people get too caught up with people who, class themselves as spiritual, and they're just never out of that realm, where that sometimes doesn't do them very well. Get caught up in all sorts of things because they're not anchoring themselves in the real world, so they end up pushing people away. They end up being lonely, not that thing of like it's bad, but they end up being lonely because they can't make relationships with people because they won't ground themselves. We're here to ground, to be in balance with it both, in the world but not of it. So I went for dinner with a friend. It was like shitting with his. I thought it said sitting. Yeah, it said shitting. You're back in again. Just don't swear.
No, that's right. The dog before. Don't know the dog.
Are you swearing, dog? So that's swearing. Yeah, he has a smoke at the back door, and then the dog just sits next to him. But I'm going to go in a minute anyway. But yeah, I'm going to finish my cardigan off. And you're coming over again. Like I said, putting this on Depop shop, so the link should be in the description. Like I said, I don't know if it's linked up. Sometimes it does. When you press it, it'll take you straight there. Otherwise, you just have to write it down. Look at my greys in my hair. They never look that bad off camera, but they do there. And there's more under this way, look. Oh. It's all fluffy because I washed it before. So, yeah. What time is it? Is it in Australia? My Fella's got to start doing live soon for his business. What time is it over there? JR, are you in, is it America you're in or over here? I can't remember. I'll do these before they go. Well, Forest Faye. Faye light, Forest Faye. Cute. Tiny they are. I don't know, you might be talking and the chat might not be going again. I think it is. Australia. So you've just said all that chat I've missed. Sorry, there's a load of chat and it didn't even come up. So don't let it was painful. That might, I know, is that too? Really makes you go within being a lot. Yeah, yes. Australia Blue Mountains. Oh, what time is it over there? Oh, 2:57 a.m. Oh, we'll do these then. I just missed half the chat. Do your hair too. Yeah, I'm going now. Just thought I'd pick a card out of here. The way we fly. Says, take the cloud roads, delight in your imagination. Creating. It's cute. Take the road at clouds, delight in your imagination. Right, I'm going. When I finish these, I'll end up showing you as well. They're not anywhere near finished, and then I'll put them up on Depop. And then meditating elephants need to go up on Depop as well. So I forgot to put them up. Thank you. Yeah, they're rare. Who are these by? These are like maybe 10,000 decks that I've got. These are Nadia. I think it's Nadia Turner. They're only tiny. I've got another one somewhere, but I can't remember what they are. I think they're like King Arthur or something. What was Finn saying about King Arthur before?
No, you said you want to watch a film, did you?
No, he said something. I heard him saying to you this morning something about King Arthur, and then I said about King Arthur, and he said something about King Arthur this morning.
I thought you said let's watch that King Arthur film.
No, I did, but this was earlier on. He said something to you about
I'm not sure.
King Arthur. I can't remember what he said because I sent him to school as King Arthur, but it was more of a Knights Templar outfit for World Book Day. None of the kids knew who it was, obviously, but why would they? They don't get taught that much on. And then he asked me fella something about King Arthur this morning, but I can't remember what he said. I'll have to ask him. And then I said we should watch a King Arthur film. And you said there isn't a lot of King Arthur films, so there is, isn't there?
There's not a lot of good ones, really.
You know all that sort of story.
Yeah, no, that's it. They don't. It's not really been adapted well, I don't think.
Well,
It's got the old one from the.
Yeah, old ones. Well, the bound
Helen Mirren and that.
not to put a load of stuff King Arthur films. Because anyone think of any King Arthur films? What was we watching last night? That did we watch it or did I go to bed? That one with her out of the monster.
Oh, you watched it, didn't you? Yeah, 'cause it
Did what?
just ended, didn't it?
Oh yeah, what was that?
World Breakers.
Oh, World Breaker. Which was, to me, it was a bit like, I don't know if anyone's seen, was it on Netflix? Yeah. They teach obedience, not intelligence. Yeah, exactly. Well, they don't teach the right things. Yeah, before I go, there was a thing called World Breaker, and we just watched it. It was her out of, what's she called? That woman, I never remember anyone's name. Somebody Mokovic, the girl who played in Resident Evil and all that. I've not really seen them properly, but it reminded me of Stranger Things because they called it the Stitch? The Stitch and the Earth had come undone and all these like weird creatures and things had come out, blah, 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 blah. and all this stuff was going on. I won't say too much because you might watch it, and just reminded me of Stranger Things in a sense. And a bit like the Dark Crystal, where the ley lines get all gunky, like, negativity, energy-wise. But yeah, the Upside Down world, it was a bit like that, because it was like this tear. That was why did they call it tear? That they called it the stitch. I thought it'd be better. The who's that guy again? I don't.
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans, who did the Dracula. I like that version of Dracula. He was in it. I'm just really crap with people's names because I never really watch them properly anyway. Good afternoon, all. Hope you're having a well. Hi, Red Eye Jedi. Yeah, I'm going in a minute anyway. I've just been crafting, but then not really crafting because I ended up talking about that. I can stay on for a few minutes. I ended up talking about Trump, the art of the deal. And we were just saying there was a woman who had, he does like first quite a few pages of like hours in his day. And he'd got a guy from some radio channel that had asked about, made him aware of a woman who had a farm and a husband, and they were getting it taken off because they couldn't afford to pay up something. I can't remember what it was now. And her husband had a heart attack. No, committed suicide. That was committed suicide because he thought like the insurance would help with the farm, this, that, and the other anyway. You might see the video back after. Long story short, Trump went in and sort of said to the bankers, look, if you don't give him this, this, and this, I'm going to get you done a lawsuit for murder because the husband killed himself over fretting about it. And in the end, they got it back for him and did a mortgage burning ceremony in one of the Trump towers, I think it was, or something, for the family and that. And Trump said he'd make the difference up if they didn't get so much. But like I said, people don't do the research on stuff from years back and what he's done. And he's like very quiet under the radar of lots of things that he's done. Because you don't have to shout about it. And he doesn't shout about it. But when you actually go looking, you'll see loads. And then I was laughing the other day because people going about, oh, he doesn't like immigrants. And it's like, but both his two wives were immigrants. What are you talking about? It's illegal immigrants we have a problem with. So I'm probably going to go and it's a really good book. Honestly, it's a business book anyway. It's a #1 bestseller back in the day for entrepreneurs. So if you're interested, get this book. Don't take no crap. Yeah, idiots, exactly. So I haven't seen anything today. Actually, my dad did send me something, so we'll just have a quick look before we go because I've not took much notice today. I'm sure there'll be a load of schnizzles going on this week. Like I said, I did see the 37 kids that got found with, by ice and that, that stuff going on. Just showing a video of The Rock talking about eating children. Saying it was a joke, but really. Let me have a look. Yeah, illegal criminals. A lot of them, Trump told us, yeah. And like I said, obviously that video that went out when they were trying to say in New York, when they said it was like MAGA people that had thrown that like sort of hand grenade thing, when we all know it wasn't. Seeing what's been going on in the mayor's place over there, certain people that they've had in. Yeah, ISIS people. That mayor in New York, that's what he supports. Yeah. So, The Dark Night of the Soul. Who's that by? I haven't seen this, so I don't know. Hang on. Just talked about The Dark Night of the Soul before. Might as well play it.
What happens when everything you know, everything you trust,
Hang on. You won't want to listen to it. Sounds like the next bit of like Joe Maspo's A Plan to Save the World. They're gone.
And everyone you believe in is a lie.
I'm not going to show you because you can't see on my phone.
And there you are, staring at a screen, sick to your stomach, the things you've seen, the things they've done. And just like that, the world you thought you knew is gone.
That's what we're talking about, weren't
Because
we?
it's not just that they lied, it's that we believed them. We defended them. We got into fights with people we loved for what? For them. And now, as you're staring at the names on that list, at the things they did, and something inside you just breaks. How did I not see it? And when you sit with that question long enough, you start to see it was there all along. It was always hiding in plain sight in every movie and every song. They said the fight was left and right, black and white, you and I. They told us what's wrong and right. While they were trafficking on islands, trading children like diamonds. No, not like diamonds, like cattle, like meat to be sliced and diced with forks and knives. These were innocent lives. And here's the question we should all be asking. Why now? Think about it. Why are they showing us their cards? They could have made it all just disappear like every time before. They controlled what we saw from the day we were born. And now the masks are off. What the hell is going on? And look, there's part of you still waiting, hoping someone's gonna save us. See the ones in those high places? They were on the island, face it. And they don't care if you know it, because they're coming for our babies, and they're doing it in the open while they're laughing in our faces.
Don't involve this, obviously.
Do you
No,
see it now?
they don't win anyway.
Do you see where we are? It's the dark night of the soul.
Oh.
Yeah, we woke up in hell. There's a fork in the road. We either grovel at their feet or we all rise up above this. Once you know the spell is broken, there's no going back to sleep. Gotta face it, eyes wide open. Just turn off the bread and circus. Please don't keep on scrolling, because there really isn't much time left. Mark my words. The system's collapsing under the weight of its own evil.
Yeah, that was the plan.
And the future belongs to God, not the devil. And you want to know a secret? You know what makes them the most frightened? It's all of us united.
Yep. Where we go one, we go all. Yeah, us. They've always known that. Used to be years ago. There was I don't know if it was in like a newspaper article. You know when they have little drawn cartoon jokes, and it was like, was it like we're bent down and they've got like the checkerboard game on our back, and it says something like it's something like this. It stops when we all say no, when we all, and I mean that's why the world's being shown on the level it is at the minute, as we know in chat, so people wake up and start taking action and are aware of everything that's going on. Again, as Q said, you can't tell the people, you've got to show them. We're just observing it all. Like, it is mental, but it's the only way it could go, and the only way it could go with military as well. Remember when Trump first got in power, he started rebuilding Gitmo. When Obama was in, he was just leaving it. There's lots of planes that are still going there. So if people think nothing's going on, just because you're not seeing it and you're not at a military tribunal doesn't mean military tribunals aren't going on or happening or whatever. But I just think it's very funny to me, I don't know if anyone in chat thinks that I've noticed there's been quite a few celebrities that I don't really see on stage. I don't really see on stage. I don't go watching them. I mean, see about. Don't really see. You know, like you'd see them. You know, if you switch your phone on, something to pop up with blah 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 blah. The ones who are normally in the spotlight, say like Beyonce and all them lot, don't really hear or see much of these people. You know. And I still think there's some people out there have got people wrong. Like I said, that guy Harry Soul Coach thinks that Tom Hanks is good. I don't think he's a white hat player at all. I know they said there'd be some that were. I don't think he's. So I've not seen anything that's shown me that he's on the right side at all. You know, the whole Wilson thing, as we all know about what that was referencing to, and back in the day in lockdown when Ellen DeGeneres and all them lot were on, like, you know, with the things on the legs, and they had Wilson pictures on the t-shirts and things like that. It's not shown me any clues if he's working for the light at all, perceived as a nice person. It's probably the people that are perceived as not so nice people are the ones that are, you know what I mean, the way the media play it anyway. But there's nothing out there that's shown me, see my edging, that he's on the light side. That's the first time I've done an edging where I've had to go around the corner. Looking good, looking good. I've only got to go around the neck and one side, and then the edging's done, and then I'll decide if I'm definitely going with the fur boots with the fur. So I was thinking, I think I'm going to put the fur on. What do you think? I know it's meant to be a bit of a summer cardigan, but you still get cold in summer later on because this is cotton, so it's not going to be hot and sweaty anyway. But it's thick enough to be warm. Because I did it on this sleeve to just test it, and I like the look of it. So it's just like a thin little trim. What do you reckon? Do you reckon a bit of fur? These were the hero. Yeah, vilified are the heroes. Exactly. I know what that feels like for my troglodyte troll. Oh, should go and get a job for the BBC. Should get a job straight away. Working for that in like satanic bloody place. I know, you know what I mean? Mental. But yeah, I think I'm going to go and find something to. I don't even know what time it is. And go and sit and crochet. Get this done. I want to get this done today, and then I can decide what I want to do with it. We wouldn't watch her either. I know, you know what I mean? It's all about the energy, people. It's all about the energy. But just like in that says the Dark Night of the Soul, people have got to really go in and look at themselves. Why are you triggered by people? Why is she triggered by me so much? Don't know. So like I said before, when I was reading the Trump Oxygen Thief, yeah, exactly, the Trump book of, and people go, oh, he's a billionaire, well, you're just jealous, he's a hard worker and that's why he's got where he is. Then people who say that, probably people who sat on their ass all day and don't do nothing, can't be bothered working. You know, if you don't want to be in the system working, then go and get a business together, learn something and go and do something with yourself. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to put the fur on. Just wasting your life, just sat about doing nothing, not doing your full potential of what you could do. Just wasting yourself, basically. So anyway, thanks for coming in chat. Oh, these are really good if anyone does jewelry, anything, these little jump ring rings. I'll take it off because I always forget I've got it on. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to leave the stuff out that I'll have to put up this week. So definitely I'm going to add some beads and something to the owl. It's really heavy. It's quite heavy, that charm, bag charm, key charm, whatever you want to use it for. And I've got to do the meditating elephants. So I'm going to put them in a going to put them on. Yeah, I'm going to put them over here on the side, and then I'll know that these need to go up. So what did I say? I was going to put them up. I was going to sort that out. I've got the necklaces up there. The little beaded ones. And something else. I'm making them earrings. Oh yeah, and I'm sorting the necklace out. So that's what I'm going to be doing this week, and then there's probably more. A few other little things. Oh yeah, and I've got to put that up. I've not put that up yet. I keep forgetting. I've not listed it yet. So, like I said, Red Eye Jedi's. He might be, if he's still here, he might be able to link it in the chat. If anybody in chat, but like I said, I have put it in the description that you can look in after. It might not link it sometimes. It does, sometimes it doesn't. But the you know, you can write it down and find that link on Depop shop. Like I said before, I get my website together. Because I was still toying with the name again. I was like, oh, I don't know. And I've got to know that it's for definite. Because once it's Depop shop, I'm not that bothered about. Because I know a lot of people might not want to go on, I don't know, go over to the app. But it's only an app. You know, it's just like Vinted and that. People might like websites. You know. So I've just got to make sure that the name that I want to go under is the name that I definitely want. So I think it's a cute name because there was two names. There's the name that I already had, another one, which I sort of go, oh yeah. And then, like I said about doing everything, because it was just going to be jewellery, like with my other one. But then thinking, no, I think I need to throw in my, thank you, Red Eye Jedi, just put my Depop shop link there. And don't forget to check Red Eye Jedi's channel out and subscribe because he's doing great stuff over there, looking at the birds coming in. And is it Ramsgate? With certain people. But I like doing everything. I can't not do one thing. That's the struggle that I had over the past year or so, was like, do I have to put my eggs in one basket? And it's like, no. I just think, like, I think someone said the other week, didn't they, to have a website and then, because you can have individual tabs of like, I could do my crochet stuff. That takes longer. That's why I think if I have stuff that don't take as long, then it's slow fashion. It's all resourceable and all that sort of good stuff. Crocheted stuff, jewellery, all done with natural stuff and recycled stuff. And then I'm also thinking of putting bits of my artwork out there as prints, maybe, because when I like drawing, I can just throw it in there if I want to. They can go up when they go up. That's why I was showing some of my artwork. And then Red Eye Jedi's just put his link into his channel as well. In when I feel like it. You know, I might do some greeting cards, but with a different twist, you know, not the normal ones you get in the shop. More my style. I meet up with Raise the Colours today too. Oh, brilliant. I just saw, well, I don't know what it was actually, Rupert Lowe talking about how many members they've got now, so they're doing really well over the Conservatives. So yeah, I haven't really looked at anything. It's Mother's Day, I'm just like, so what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go and drink my tea, because that one's gone cold, and just give me another one. You know what really annoys me, right? I'll have a cup of tea and then I'll come in with another cup of tea because that one's gone cold, but in another cup, and I'm thinking I've got more washing to do now. I just used the one I had before. I took off there. Is it this one? Should I have come in? Was that ages ago? It's like before when I came on a bit late because I thought, spitting everywhere now. I thought time's just flying. So I'm going to go because I'm going to chill out. I've got to see what I've got to do for tea. Might do some couscous and chicken wings. And I'm going to go and finish the border of this off at least. And then I can have the fur, which won't take me anytime. Thanks, Faylite. Honestly, I come here to craft, but I end up yakking. But I was just showing you what I'm doing in the studio. I'm going to be doing more chats in here, but like whether I get things done or not, I don't know. But I thought I was coming to a corner, then I thought I'm going to have to concentrate. But yeah, so we had the card reading. So if you're interested in that, you might have to go back a bit. We had the little card reading of the energy this week, and basically that was about letting go, trusting your intuition, especially with choices that you might have to make this week or in a few weeks. And what else did we have? Oh, we had the little what was the little card we had? It said about imagination. Take the cloud ride with your imagination. This is why my craft table looks like this, because I'm not organised, because I make more things when it's messy, because I see other things. If I have everything tidy, I'm like, oh. that's just how I work. Yeah, sounds amazing. So yeah, so I just think stop worrying about what I think I should be doing, as in one thing, and I'll just do it all. And then if there's tabs in a website, you can just go to the one that you're into, or whoever is, or you're not, or you are, or you're not. But yeah, so let's see what happens this week. Remember not to get too caught up in it all, but we are watching the greatest show ever on earth, the greatest movie ever. It's going to be the greatest story ever told, ever. It's biblical, people. So I'll see you soon. Where we go, one we go. Oh, thanks, Junior, for coming in, and Red Eye Jedi, and Faylight, and who came in before. Some people that I've not seen before came in, and there might have been some other names I can't remember. I think there's Memorial Gardens, and anyone that will be watching after. And I'll see you probably in the week. Bye, sister. Nice talk. Thank you. See you in the week. Bye.